We are getting down to the wire in the Juan Soto sweepstakes. The teams that are still in the hunt for Juan Soto include the Mets, the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, and of course, the Toronto Blue Jays. But very soon, teams could drop out of the race as Juan Soto is beginning to narrow down his choices because his decision is right around the corner. So who is most likely to fall out of this race, and who is the clear favorite for the #1 free agent in all of baseball? What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Blue Jays Today. In this one, we've got some very intriguing Juan Soto updates, including a potential deadline for a Juan Soto signing, according to Jon Heyman. These updates include some pretty big quotes from MLB industry experts who are in on the Juan Soto sweepstakes. So who is looking really good right now, and which teams are starting to feel the pressure? Before we get into it, though, I encourage you guys to hit that like button and subscribe to Blue Jays Today if you enjoy Blue Jays news and content. So the word on the street is, according to Jon Heyman, Soto could possibly make his final decision during the winter meetings, which run from December 8th to December 12th. And as of recording this video, that's only 9 days away, and as of right now, there are still 5 teams who have contract offers in place for Juan Soto. So between now and the winter meetings, it is time for Juan Soto and Scott Boras to start knocking out some of these teams from the race. But which teams are most likely going to drop out first? Starting off with my Toronto Blue Jays, and I'll be quite frank, I think they are the most unlikely team to sign Juan Soto of the 5 remaining teams. Why? Well, because what I've discussed on this channel before is that the Blue Jays, they have a ton of obstacles in front of them that aren't money related. I'm talking about the uncertainty of the Toronto Blue Jays future. Bob Nightingale recently said the Blue Jays could be the sleeper, but with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette eligible for free agency in a year, Toronto would have to dramatically beat the Mets' offer to have a prayer. And knowing how aggressive the Mets owner Steve Cohen is, the Blue Jays would have to offer up something ridiculous, probably starting with at least a 7. So unless the Blue Jays are going to sign Vladdy or Bo to a long-term extension, it is inevitably going to be game over for the Toronto Blue Jays. But you never know. They could pay him like $1 billion. Next is the LA Dodgers. Now, they did not wait around to make a big splash this free agency, as this past week they signed Blake Snell to a 5-year, $182 million contract. Now, we know that the Dodgers are very smart with their finances, or they're very good at deferring money. Either way, I wouldn't put it past them to say that they can't sign Juan Soto after they've already signed Blake Snell. However, even though they've already met with Juan Soto, it appears that that's not their primary target. Bob Nightingale says the Dodgers meeting helps perhaps drive up the price for Juan Soto, and even more important, puts a little pressure on outfielder Teoscar Hernandez into re-signing with them. It's crazy to think that a team doesn't need Juan Soto, but it certainly does apply here, as the Dodgers, they won a World Series without him. So if they want to bring back Teoscar Hernandez, they could certainly do that instead. Next is the Boston Red Sox, and the Red Sox could be the most shocking team out of all of the 5 teams in this Juan Soto sweepstakes, just based on how aggressive they have been. Now, right now, there is a ton of false news circling around the internet about Juan Soto going over to the Red Sox. So right now, we have to tread very carefully with which sources we're going to rely upon. But there is a contract offer in place, and it could be a pretty decent size one. Mike Rodriguez, who is an MLB insider, broadcaster, and former analyst of the Chicago Cubs, has recently reported that there could be a 12-year offer around $50 million per season for Juan Soto. Now, if this is true, this would be a very serious offer and could put the Red Sox in a very good place down the stretch in this sweepstakes. And unlike the Toronto Blue Jays, the Boston Red Sox actually have their long-term superstar guy, Rafael Devers, locked up for a very long time. So if they are going to be this aggressive, I could easily see the Boston Red Sox being a final 2 contender for Juan Soto. And finally, I'm putting these two together, the 2 New York teams, the Mets and the Yankees. Now, the Yankees have been feeling some immense amount of pressure to re-sign Juan Soto, as they recently actually re-upped their offer, according to Jon Heyman. The Yankees' offer, which may include opt-outs, should improve their position in the sweepstakes, according to Jon Heyman. Whereas for the Mets, I think the Mets strategy is pretty clear. Everyone else make their offer, Mets make a bigger offer. You make a counter offer, Mets make a bigger offer. I think the Mets are going to be in it till the very end. So with that being said, right now it looks like Juan Soto will inevitably become a New York Met, but the race isn't over until it's over. But guys, you let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always guys, go Jays go!